spoken, a word fitly spoken, bright fruit of gold in a setting of silver. Pure life, a word fitly spoken, like fruit of gold, like fruit of gold in a setting of silver. Silver, the word is peace. The word is peace. The word is peace. The word is peace. Peace in the heart. The word is light. The word is light. The word is light. Light in the soul. The word is peace. The word is peace. The clouds depart. The voice is soft. The truth is here. The path is clear. The path is clear. A word fitly spoken, bright fruit of gold, bright fruit of gold in a setting of silver, and gold. Fitly spoken, like fruit of gold, like fruit of gold in a setting of silver. Silver, and the storm is gone, the air is still. The word is peace. The word is peace. The word is light. The word is love. The word is peace. In the silver light, in the silver light, the word is peace.
Shy and bound by twine to your ancient silicate bark. My cambium drinking from your well through the limestone and the silt. Grafted to the source, we share a single pulse of sap, a heavy rhythm translation under the white heat of the noon. My identity is a parasite, happy in its holy tether. The pesciole turns its face to you, capturing the heavy, heavy light. No longer seeking wilder soil or the shallow, shifting dust. Stay rooted. Your minerals are my only bread, moving through the xylem pipes in a slow, upward migration. The shug within my wooden limbs. The husbandman carries the steel, sharp secateurs for the overgrowth. He cuts away my vanity, the wild, decorative green leaves. Rooting for the harvest, it is a mercy to be small, to feel the blade against the skin, removing every useless branch until I am only what you give. Scar tissue turning into fruit. The clusters swell with purple skin, tight with the pressure of the vine. A miracle of staying in place while the constellations revolve. I am a limb of the great tree, drinking until I am satisfied. Hiding in the garden, no effort but the leaning in. The branch is nothing on the ground, but here I am, a heavy grace connected to the living root. the sun descends behind the hill. Finished in this earth in peace as the sun descends behind the hill. With the heat on the glass, my breath is a slow pull. The dust settles on the pine floor. I tell my heart to stand up. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. My soul, oh my soul. He washed the black grit from my hands. He didn't count the nights I fell. The debt is buried in the yard, deep under the red clay. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, oh my soul. My bones feel like timber now. Strength comes back like an eagle wing. He puts a crown on this head, made of mercy and a quiet kindness. The grass turns brown in the sun. Man is just a flower in the wind, but his word is a stone wall. It holds when the storm rolls in. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Bless the Lord, bless the Lord, oh my soul. As far as the east from the west, he threw my wrongs in the creek. He remembers I am only dust, and he picks me up again. The morning is soft and new. Bless the Lord. Love and truth never leave me. Never leave me. Love and truth never leave me. Never leave me. Bind them close. Bind them close around my neck. Around my neck. Close to skin, a faithful weight, a heavy blanket. The Creator is good, He's good. The Master is here, He's here. The Creator is good, He's good. The Master is here. Love and truth, love and truth, love and truth, love and truth, love and truth. The heart is full. He's the peace. I wear His name. I wear His name. No more ring. No more fear. No more
Welcome back, you beautiful disasters. You've been through the grinder, haven't you? I see the cracks in the foundation. The paint is peeling, the show is a mess, but look there. In the back by the velvet drapes, he's not leaving, he doesn't even have a drink. Shh. Your heart is a wet rag wrung out in gray. The world kicked the teeth right out of your mouth. Poor thing. You're wearing that heavy mask, the one with the painted grin, but underneath the salt flows, it burns your tired chin. The great guest is here, closer than your own breath. When the room goes cold, he pulls up a chair. He pulls up a chair. He doesn't mind the wreckage. He likes the quiet debris. So close, right here. The Lord loves a ruin. They say a broken heart is a tragedy. I say it's an invitation. Most people run when the roof falls in, but some stayers, they just like the dust. He's a regular now, and you don't even have to tip. No grand speech tonight. No lightning, no thunder, just a heavy warm weight pressing against your side. Don't move. The noise outside is a lie, the party is a cheap trick, but this silence is real, it's thick enough to hold. The great guest is here, closer than your own breath. When the room goes cold, he pulls up a chair. He pulls up a chair. He doesn't mind the wreckage. He likes the quiet debris. So close, right here. The Lord loves a ruin. He's touching the jagged parts, and he isn't flinching. Are you watching? Watch him. He's staying for the encore. He is right here.
In the corner, I pull a gray sweater on. The window shows the brick alley. A cat jumps over a plastic crate. I think about the wild deer. He is far from this street. He is searching for the creek. His sides move in and out. He is panning for the water. I am doing the same thing. My soul is a dry vessel. I am looking for the stream. The living God is the well. I am waiting for the glass, drinking for the glass. The tea is hot in the mug. The steam rises toward the light. The city is starting to wake. I hear a car door slam. A siren wails 3 blocks away. The heavy feeling in my chest begins to soften and melt like ice on the gray sidewalk. The peace is a physical weight. I can feel it in my hands. My soul is a dry vessel. I am looking for the stream. The living God is the well. I am waiting for the glass, drinking for the glass. like the tide coming in over the dark harbor stones. The drought is a memory now. The spirit is full again. My soul is a dry vessel. I am looking for the stream. The living God is the well. I am waiting for the gap. The curtain moves an inch, revealing a pale early sky. I am watching a single sparrow perched on the black iron rail. He seems to have the right idea about how to begin the day without the heavy weight of yesterday. Starting over, starting fresh. The city is waking up roughly, tires rolling across wet pavement. But this bird is quite persistent in his sharp three-note grace. It is a physical relief spreading slowly through my chest about the internal weather. Good medicine, good for the soul. They talk about restoration as if it is a complicated math requiring deep study and effort. No, but maybe it is just this, letting the shoulder tension dissolve. Finding a genuine reason to laugh at a small frantic wing lifting up, letting go. I will step out into the world, leaving those heavy gray thoughts resting on the hard wooden chair. My pulse is a steady swing. Good medicine is entirely free, found in the cool morning air. It is a melody I did not write, but one I can certainly carry. A cheerful heart, medicine.
Lock the gate, bolt the latch, tuck the hinges back, tighten up the spigot, drip, stop. Not a drop of heavy water hits the silt. Keep it dry, keep it shut. Small green shoot pokes a hole in the logic up from the floorboards. Green, green. Cut the weed before it speaks. Prune the thought. Snip the branch. Keep the perimeter sharp, like a pencil, like a tooth. The siege is a quiet thing. No drums, no boots, just a soft knock on the side of the head. A trick of the light, a sweet talk breeze, trying to scramble the blueprint, trying to salt the well. Look up. Look up. The big architect is at the door. He holds the master key. He knows the plan. Hand it over. Let him walk the fence. Let him walk the fence, check the padlock, check the pulse. Quiet now, the garden is safe. Behind the heavy oak, watch the gate, watch the well, keep it, lock it, bolt.
I am watching a sparrow balance on the rustic gate. It does not keep a ledger or fret over the accumulation of seeds for the winter. It simply exists within the physics of this particular afternoon, unconcerned with the difficult economy of grace. The lilies near the bird bath are significantly overdressed, wearing shades of white I could never quite afford. Even if I knew the master weaver's name, they do not toil or measure the thread for a new season, yet they look more composed than I have felt in years. My mind is usually a series of complicated equations, trying to solve tomorrow before the sun has even set. But the garden does not ask for permission to grow. It just accepts the rain as if it were a long-lost friend, returning home, returning home. Maybe I will sit here until the light begins to change and try to learn the silent vocabulary of the grass. There is a quiet logic in being cared for without having to submit a formal request to the sky. I will leave the heavy lifting to the heavens and watch the birds take flight, take flight, unconcerned, unconcerned. Justice exists. Heal the mind. Take grass and renew.
The sidewalk pushes hard tonight. I walk through the center of the frantic noise, but the air around my skin feels remarkably cool. There is a weight in my chest that isn't heavy. It is the anchor holding firm against the tide. The sky is a bruise, purple over the rooftops, and the clouds move without any sense of hurry. The clouds move, world rush to catch sense of hurry. I watch the world rush to catch the next light while I stand still in the middle of the flow. The storm is visible, but it cannot reach me. I am wrapped in a fabric I did not weave, a garrison built of silence around my mind. The harbor is deep and the gates are locked tight. Locked so tight, locked so tight. It is the quiet that settles after the thunder, peace that guards the entrance to my soul. Beyond the reach of every sudden fear, a fortress made of breath and steady grace. I think of how the river accepts the bend. It does not fight the earth to stay straight. I am learning to drift without losing my way. The Spirit moves like a low fog through the trees, shielding the tender parts of a tired heart from the jagged edges of a day gone wrong. It is not a wall that hides the world away, but a lens that makes the chaos look small. The seasons turn and the leaves begin to scatter, but the foundation beneath my feet remains dry. I am known and I am held in the hollow of a hand that spans the entire horizon, a garrison built of silence around my mind. The harbor is deep and the gates are locked tight. Locked so tight, locked so tight. It is the quiet that settles after the thunder, the peace that guards the entrance to my soul. Beyond the reach of sudden fear, a fortress made of breath and steady grace. A fortress made of breath, steady grace. The harbor is deep, so deep.
My shoulders drop today, dropped way down. That knot in my neck is gone, clean gone. I'm walking like I own the pavement, 'cause my soul found a steady home, a steady home. It's a brand new kind of health, true health. Deep down in the marrow bone, in the bone, Jesus put the beat in my chest. Now don't ever feel alone, no, never alone. Check the book, it's written down. Life for the skin, life for this life, life for the skin, life for the hand. Better than a doctor's hand, it cuts right through the strife. The storm just passed me by, bye. My body's feeling young again, with a peace you just can't buy, can't buy that peace. I feel it in my feet, I feel it in my head. A heart at peace gives life to the man. Check the stone basin, tap shut, tight, plunk, surface tension snaps. Look back at the looker, puckered lips, hold it. The cup is what it contains, the vessel is the soul's brick. Face is a map, plotting the hidden beat. Hard lines, stark truth, bucket drops, Blackwell, wet rope. Drink the deep, spit the grit, the pulse reveals the plot. Calculate the spirit's arc, logic slips on wet tile. Me, him, the other, the carpenter's ghost in the grain. Rough pine, cross-cut, planing the plank, dough fail, tight joint, agape, sharp corner, pliant hard. The wood remembers the hand's weight, back to the rim. Stillness is a trick, stop, wait. Pity the parched throat, heart pumps the image. Cold creek clear, steady. King in the well, the life is the leak, the life is the proof.
Dusty drum break with a walking upright bass. Sirens punch the avenue, but I don't flinch. Got my spine set against the iron of this park bench. Taxi scraping bumpers in the intersection. Everybody pushing, everybody pushing, everybody frantic to be first in line for nowhere. I just plant my boots hard on the pavement, drop my shoulders down. The earth is spinning out of its orbit, but I hold the center. Warm roads, chords enter. They talk about the grind like it's the rhythm that exists. Briefcases bang against subway turnstiles, tires biting the wet asphalt in a rush. I tune the dial to a different frequency altogether. Just speak the name of Jesus under my breath. It breaks the fever, washes the grit right out of the atmosphere. Just a heavy, undeniable grace settling over the rush hour panic. Bass walking double time. This isn't an escape route. I'm not hiding from the hustle or pretending the tending. The sirens don't wail when the ambulance rides the curb. It's the anchor dropped straight down through the frantic geology of the world. He walked the dirt of a different empire so I could sit right here, sit in the middle of a million combustion engines and feel an absolute radical stillness. The king of the universe holding court by the crosswalk. Yeah, dig that paradox. Tempo relax, muted trumpet returns. The signal turns, walk in the crowd surges forward like a sudden tidal shift. I let them pass by, take one more deep pull of the exhaust air that suddenly tastes like a sanctuary. I got the peace that shatters understanding riding right in my chest. Stand up and step into the current, unhurried, untouched, right on time. Bass fades into street ambience. Table is scarred. I I stare at the rising steam. You say what I need to hear. Your words are heavy stones. The heat stays in the air. A fly hits the screen door. I am listening to you, my oldest, hardest friend. Iron sharpens the iron. We grind against the bone. Grind against the bone. Sparks fall in the dirt. We are not alone. I've been walking in the weeds. My spirit had gone soft. The metal of my mind was covered up in rust. You take the rough file, you scrape the flake away. It hurts to be seen in the middle of the day. Iron sharpens the iron. We grind against the bone. Grind against the bone. Sparks fall in the dirt. We are not alone. It ain't a gentle thing. The steel begins to scream. The steel begins to scream. But the edge is coming back. The blade is getting clean. The friction is a gift. I'll take the burn and sting. I'll do the same for you. When you lose your way, we'll sit out on this porch and find the path again. Thank you for the heat. Thank you for the fire. We are getting ready for the coming of the dark. Iron sharpens the iron. We grind against the bone. Grind against the bone. Sparks fall in the dirt. We are not alone. The edge is back. The blade is clean.
Look at me. I mean, really put the lamp to the dark corners. Dig into the pockets of my tired spirit. You find the lint. You find the lint and the heavy copper coins of my worry. But you don't turn away from the mess. You just sit there in the booth across from me, tapping out a beat on the table with your steady hands. He's got the rhythm, knowing the tune before I even hum the first bar. You saw the blueprint before the bricks were even baked. Every zigzag path and every stumble on the jagged pavement was already marked down in your big black book. I can't duck out the back door to find a place you ain't. If I climb the top ladder of the tallest building, you're there. If I sink to the basement where the pipes are leaking, you're there. Even the pitch black of midnight looks like high noon to your eyes. So search it out. Take a hammer and tap the walls of my heart. Listen for the hollow spots where I'm hiding my pride. You celebrate the whole ragged construction of my soul, every crooked line and every sharp edge habit. You look at me with a heat that doesn't burn. It just warms the marrow in my weary bones. Fully loved, totally known. It's a serious kind of fun being seen this way. No mask to wear and no games to play at the table. Truth of who I am meeting your grace. It's a The herbal tea is cooling in the mug. I have been staring at the table grain, trying to carve away with blunt tools, but to carve away then my pride. I've worn my fingers down for nothing, thinking I could shape the coming year with just my own two shaking hands. So I am leaning back to the unknown, letting the heavy weight finally drop away. I will not trust the maps I drew myself. It's opening up now. Every step feels lighter when you leave. I used to think my hands held everything, like a sturdy wall against the winter rain. But the water finds every small crack, and maybe the rain was always the healing. I don't need to keep the world out, I just need to let the maker in. I am leaning back into the unknown, letting the heavy weight finally drop away. I will not trust the maps I drew myself, trusting deep in my heart. Every step feels lighter when you lead. My own head is a noisy place to live. It tells me I must be the master, but the truth is much quieter than that. It's the silence of the morning air, it's the peace that passes my own sense. I am leaning back into the unknown, letting the heavy weight finally drop away. I will not trust the maps I drew myself, just one step at a time. Every step feels lighter when you leave. Not on my own understanding, just the quiet morning light. I am letting just go. The breath inside my lungs. I am letting go. Straighten the way one step.
Floorboards feel smooth and cool underneath my bare feet. I am watching the sky turn from a deep plum to a pale lilac. Everything is still and clean, waiting for the still and clean, waiting for the sun to break. You are the bright morning star, leading into the day. The light is coming, I don't have to carry the heavy things that stayed back in the night, stayed in the dark. I am resting in your gaze. I haven't even opened my mouth, but you already know the words, like the dew on the ivy outside. Your kindness covers the ground, the kettle begins to hum, the kettle begins to hum, but I'm not in a hurry yet. You are the bright morning star, leading into the day. The light is coming, I don't have to carry the heavy things that stayed back in the night, stayed in the dark. I am resting in your gaze. Sometimes the road is long and I forget which way to turn. But you are fixed in the east, a promise made in the quiet before the house begins to stir. The garden is waking up now, the seasons keep on shifting, but you are the same in the morning and the mercy of this new hour, just resting in the light, safe in the early air, so bright with you.
The steam climbs from the heavy mug. My coat stays on my shoulders now. The rain taps at the window pane, a steady beat against the glass. The glass is cold. I call to you from the dark pit. My voice is thin and worn away. If you kept a book of my faults, I would sink under the water, lost in the salt. My soul waits for the quiet hand, more than the guard waits for the sun. There is a mercy in your reach, a soft turn toward the light again. You pull the weight from off my chest and wash the red marks from my skin, clean as the rain. The sky is turning to a leaf. The street lamps lose their yellow fire. I see the first breath of the day. The watchman can rest his eyes now. He can go home, wait for the morning, wait for the I lay these papers down, the list I held so tight, in the stillness of this room, in the stillness of this room. I give them back to you, back to you. I commit my work to you. Every step I am taking, you establish my path. In your peace I am resting, resting in you. The sun moves across the floor. My hands are open now, no longer racing the clock. I walk where you lead me. Where you lead. I commit my work to you. Every step I am taking, you establish my path. In your peace I am resting, resting in you.
deep water, looking for a seam, somewhere the thread might snap, but the floor is steady. Even when I cannot feel my feet, even then you are there. Height or depth, it doesn't matter much. The distance is a lie we tell. I am folded into you, like salt in the ocean to pull apart. Impossible, impossible. Winter came and tried to freeze the heart. But you are the internal heat, the breathing in my lungs. Nothing comes between us. Nothing comes between us. Nothing comes between us. Not even the end of things. No space, no space. Just you. No space, no space. Just you.
My soul finds rest in God alone. My soul finds rest in God alone. God alone, God alone. He is my rock. He is my strength. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Love is the rock, love is the rest. My soul finds peace in God alone. Only God. In the stillness, He is the salvation. He is the fortress. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. My soul finds rest in God alone. My soul finds rest, resting now. He is my strength. I shall not be moved. I shall not be in God alone, in God alone. The rest is here, the rest is now. In God alone, soul is still, my soul is still. Thank you.
Morning light leans against the kitchen wall. Steam curls slow from the heavy porcelain. The ink on the page feels like a map, tracing past through ancient quiet hills. I leave the noise at the bottom of the stairs. My lungs expand in the drafty hall. Nothing to prove to the ticking clock, just a weight of breath in the center. The text stays open on the table, red letters like blood or wine. Healing a mind that ran too fast, slowing down to a walk in the garden. No one is calling for my time, just the wind moving the white curtains. This is the pause before the world wakes, finding the rhythm under the skin. Spirit settles like sediment in a glass, clear water reflecting a sky of slate. Seasons drift through the open window, bringing the scent of rain and damp earth. I am a branch waiting for the sap to rise, trusting the roots deep in the dark soil. There is a mercy in the silence here, a bridge over the river of high tides. I fold my hands on the rough grain, feeling the pulse in my fingertips. The Sabbath isn't a day of the week, it's a room I carry in my chest. Closing the book but keeping the light, walking light through the rest of the day. Grateful for the pulse and the peace, finding the way home. Rain hits the cedar shingles tonight. I am sitting at the heavy oak table, counting the years instead of the coins. My father's fountain pen to a hard promise, so steady. It cost me the comfort of the climb, but my sleep is deeper than a well. A name carved in salt and honesty is worth more than a hill of silver. It is the only face I recognize when I look at the dark glass. A name to keep, better than the weight of a heavy purse. I have seen the way the metal tarnishes, the way the paper notes lose their breath. But a word kept in a cold season holds its heat like a cast iron stove. The neighbors wave from across the fence. They wave back. They know the math of my simple hands. A name carved in salt and honesty is worth more than a hill of silver. It is the only face I recognize when I look at the dark glass. A name to keep, better than the weight of a heavy purse. It is not about the things I gathered or the locks I have placed on doors. It is the quiet music of a clean heart, singing to the night without any fear. Without any fear. A name carved in salt and honesty is worth more than a hill of silver. It is the only face I recognize when I look at the dark glass. A name to keep, better than the weight of a heavy purse. The lamp is burning low on the oil, but my reputation is a steady flame, salt and honesty.
Light cuts the floor, dust hangs heavy, gravity pulls at the bone. I reach before the rush arrives. I reach for you. Search the void to find the spark. Love is the anchor in the wreck. Seek the voice within the lungs, found in the breath before the crash. Armor stays on the ground, strip back to the marrow now. I find the path through the haze before the war claims the day. Stay with me. Search the void to find the spark. Love is the anchor in the wreck. Seek the voice within the lungs, found in the breath before the crash. Rise, ignite the blood, pull me through the grave. I am here, I am here. Fall, I seek, I find you love me in the still before the break.
Dirt under my fingernails, soft earth is waking up. I'm not in a hurry today. Let the seeds decide when to break the surface. It's okay to wait. Kindness is a heavy branch, bending low to the ground, tasting like the rain.
The process is slow. It requires a certain kind of stillness.
is just a still water. No ripples in the glass. Tending to the dark roots while the season turns cold. Gentle is a way of being, slowly yielding. It's quiet in the garden now, just breathing, just breathing.
Looking through the glass, water running down the pane, heavy skies, soft drop. Heard the rhythm in the rain, like an upright bass, walking down the neck. Steady, unrelenting, keeping me in check. Grace in 4/4 time, it doesn't stop. It doesn't ask, just a steady pour. Washing off the past, washing off the past. Puddles on the street, tapping of the snare brush. There's a quiet peace here, no need to rush. Faithful as the morning, even when it's gray, even when it's gray. The baseline keeps moving, washing it away. Grace in 4/4 time, it doesn't stop. It doesn't ask, just a steady pour. Washing off the past, washing off the past. Walking base, falling water, falling, faithful, The plastic bag handle is digging into my palm. I miss the green light by a split second. The heat is rising off the blacktop in waves, sticking to my collar and my tired skin. I can feel the day pressing in on my ribs, just a long list of things I haven't finished yet. Everyone is rushing towards something they don't want, and I am just trying to keep my feet under me. But I speak your name like a heavy door closing a thick stone wall between me and the street. It is a high place where the wind doesn't reach. A high place. I run inside and the locks all click home. You are the only quiet left in this town. The only quiet. And I am safe behind the sound of your name. A siren is screaming down on 4th and Main. The sidewalk is a river of people in a hurry. They look right through me like I'm made of glass. The jackhammer is rattling the window panes. My head feels like a box of loose nails, shaking every time a heavy truck rolls by. I don't have the strength to fight the noise today, so I stopped right here on the corner of the block. I speak your name like a heavy door closing, a thick stone wall between me and the street. It is a high place where the wind doesn't reach. A high place. I run inside and the locks all click home. You are the only quiet left in this town. The only quiet. And I am safe behind the sound of your name. I don't need a stained glass window or a choir. I don't need a cathedral made of brick. I just need this one breath right here to remember that I don't belong to the rush. I don't belong. The world is loud, but you are deeper than the din. I am standing on stone that doesn't shake. I speak your name like a heavy door closing, a thick stone wall between me and the street. It is a high place where the wind doesn't reach. I run inside and the locks all click home. You are the only quiet left in this town. The only quiet. And I am safe behind the sound of your name. Safe behind the sound. So safe. The sun slides behind the jagged city line, leaving a bruise of purple on the sky. I unlace my boots and let the day dissolve, watching the leaves scatter across dissolve, watching the leaves scatter across the pavement, like old thoughts that no longer carry weight. The air in the room feels minutes like a debt, but now the clock is just a steady pulse. I am leaning to the pull of the evening, small and quiet like a bird in the reeds. There is a grace in letting go of the wheel and drifting where the spirit intends to go. When I lie down, I am not afraid. Not afraid. The rest is sweet and the heart is full, held by the one who never grows weary. In the quiet hours, I am found. I am found. The dimness is not a void, but a blanket, tucking the corners of the world into place. I hear the distant hum of the late traffic, people moving through the haze of the transit. But I am anchored in this velvet silence. The seasons turn without my permission. Autumn arrives and the green turns to rust. It is beautiful because it eventually ends. I close my eyes and trust the hidden hand, the same one, the gift I did not earn, a soft surrender to a love that stays awake.
Sitting on the back porch steps again, watching how the wood curls around the iron rail. You told me once the growth is mostly waiting, and I'm finally starting to believe your word. The rain is soaking through my old cotton shirt, but I don't feel the need to run inside. There is a certain peace in getting wet when you know the water is what you require. I am just a branch along your sleeve, drawing every breath from the center of the wood. If I pull away, I only turn to brittle dust. So I will stay right here where I am held, right here where I am held. Last November you took the shears to my side, cut back the wild parts I thought were beautiful. It felt like losing every bit of progress. I walked around the garden feeling small and bare. The green came back thicker in the spring, heavy with a weight I didn't have to manufacture. It's funny how the fruit just seems to happen when I stop trying to prove that I am strong. I am just a branch along your sleeve, drawing every breath from the center of the wood. If I pull away, I only turn to brittle dust. So I will stay right here where I am held, right here where I am held. I used to think I had to reach for the sun, stretch until my skin began to crack and tear. But the life is coming up through anywhere at all. I just have to remain, just stay here, remaining in the grain, remaining, yielding to the design. Had my leather notebook open on the train, black ink marks like small fences around my time, a list of places I was certain I should be, and people I was supposed to impress by noon. But the clouds shifted into a heavy shade of slate, and the rain began to smudge the ink away. I stood on the corner of Maple and Main Street, watching the water pull the oil into a prism. The heart draws a map across the kitchen table while your hand moves the compass toward the sea. I am learning to love the long way home tonight. The long way. The way the damp gravel feels beneath my boots, steady and sure as you lead me where I belong. Where I belong. Old Mr. Miller is trimming back his hedges now, even though the autumn wind is turning cold. We both have our habits of keeping things in line, counting the hours like coins in a jar. But the sky doesn't care about my tight schedule, it simply turns from violet into a deep indigo. I let the tension fall away from my shoulders, relieving the weight of being my own master. The heart draws a map across the kitchen table while your hand moves the compass toward the sea. I am learning to love the long way home tonight. The long way. The way the damp gravel feels beneath my boots, steady and sure as you lead me where I belong. Where I belong. It is a relief to be so small beneath the stars, to know the end of the road before I see it. I leave the eternary on the wooden porch swing and let the evening air fill up my tired lungs. The heart draws a map across the kitchen table while your hand moves the compass toward the sea. I am learning to love the long way home tonight. The way the damp gravel feels beneath my boots, steady and sure as you lead me where I belong, where I belong. Watch the pavement wake up. Gray steam pops from the sewer lid. The sky is a flat slate, cold and waiting for a mark. Waiting for the mark. It hits like a hammer tap. Clean side landing on my chest. A gift I didn't work for. A gift I didn't work for. Understanding clicks into the groove. The Lord hands me the key. He hands me the key. Soon the bus will scream, the clock will start its teeth grinding, people running toward a zero. But here in the blue stillness, I get the blueprint for the day. Knowledge is a quiet flood. Falling down. I stand by the window glass, looking at the map of the streets. The Lord gives the word. My mind is full and steady. I step out into the rush. The Lord gives. The Lord gives. Breathe out the day, the heavy falls, the heavy falls. The Master is near. The Master is near. Breathe out the day, peace on the road. Peace in the breath, the yoke is light. Peace in the breath. Peace in the breath, the yoke is light. The yoke is light. The yoke is light.
sat by the heavy oak table tonight, watching the rain soak the garden soil. The world felt narrow and loud, like a radio caught between two stations. You stepped into the kitchen quiet, carrying a light I did not light myself. The spirit is the lamp you use to search the halls of my breathing, into the cellar where I feel small, and the attic where I am proud. It is not a fire that hurts, it is a flame that knows my name. We found the places I boarded up, the iron hinges are rusted and tight. I thought I could live in the dark if I just kept the curtains closed, but you put your hand on the latch, showing me what needs a mend. Just a little mend. The spirit is the lamp you use to search the halls of my breathing, into the cellar where I feel small, and the attic where I am proud. It is not a fire that hurts, it is a flame that knows my name. There is no use in a mask when the maker is in the room, looking at the grain of the wood, finding the strength in the knots. I am learning to stand in the sight of a love that sees everything. The house is open now, the wick is burning steady, searching the deep parts of me. Walking through the rooms with you, finding the rest I needed, the rest I finally trust. I finally trust. And the air feels thin, no weight pressing on my shoulders, just a steady warmth in my center, like a small lamp in a quiet house. It doesn't scream for attention, it just stays there keeping me warm. I stop searching the horizon, looking for a hand to hold, when the comfort is already home. Deep inside my soul, you are the breath inside my lungs, reminding me that I am priceless. Not a spirit far away in the sky, but a power living in my skin. My skin, my skin, my skin. I accept the way I'm made, because your light is my identity. To judge the person I saw, checking for every single flaw, but you move like a soft wind, smoothing out the rough edges. I don't need to be someone else, I'm the temple where you stay. I stop searching the horizon, looking for a hand to hold, when the comfort is already home. Deep inside my soul, lifting me higher than my doubt, breaking the chains of my own mind. You gave me gifts I didn't know, you see the gems when I see dust. The violet hour settles on the ridge. The day is folding its velvet wings, while the tea grows cold on the small table. I look toward the rising stone. I lift my gaze to the high places where the blue peaks touch the evening sky. My strength arrives from a grand design, the one who carved the canyon floor. Who carved it all. He will not let you stumble, no, too steep to climb. The sun shall not strike you in the afternoon, nor the silver moon disturb your peace. The valley turns its lamps down low. Every soul finds a place to rest their head. But there is a pulse that never falters, a rhythmic grace that does not need to sleep. While the world is lost in a heavy slumber, the keeper remains wide awake. He watches the gate when you venture out, and holds the latch when you return home. From this dusk until the final morning, the keeper stays to mind the light. He minds the light for He never tires, no, he never closes an eye. Just a calm hand on the shoulder of the world. Dry, percussive, upright bass line, walking with a subtle limp. Muted trumpet plays a sharp three-note dissonant motif. Sun cuts a hard wedge, diagonal on the floorboards. Star hit the dust, watch it spin. Every speck has a name. Every single speck. I was hiding in the gray. Now the gray is gone. Check the corner, broken hinge, old habits piled up. The beam is a ruler, straight, unbending. It doesn't ask, it just points the way. Logic in the glare, a bit of math for the soul. The dark was a thick quilt, smothering heavy wool, stupid safety. Then the crack, pop, the ceiling opens up, not a leak. A flood of white noise, brilliant, abrupt, total sudden shift. No place left to tuck the mess. Step out. He said the word 8, 12. 1, 2, stop, stop, and the afternoon slows down against the white wall of my room. I watch the dust dance, I watch the dust dance in a line of late sun. My heart felt a little heavy, like a fruit too long on the branch, waiting for a hand that did not come. It is a quiet ache, this long season of maybe. The calendar is a circle, returning to the same silence. But you are in the pauses between the notes of my guitar, teaching me how to breathe. Then the rain falls without a sound. The dry wood begins to stir. A green shoot breaks the earth, curving toward the light you made. Sweetness on the tongue at last, so sweet. The light returned. Now the garden is waking, the geometry of the leaves. 1,000 greens of peace. You kept the timing perfect. I am a tree. I am a tree by the water, standing still in your grace. The wait is over now. Just a song in the garden, softly, quietly, quiet. The early air is cool against my skin. A velvet curtain draped across the day. I do not need to see the mountain peak to know the ground is firm beneath my feet. The mist is soft and settles on the leaves. A silver veil that keeps the world at bay. I find my rhythm in a Pates the Grey. There is a candor in the morning light, a quiet, honest beauty in the view. I drew a line from here to there, holding my breath so tightly. The map is wet, the colors run, so many plans crowding the heart, but the sea takes what it wants, takes what it wants. I am finally drifting, drifting. The tide comes in, smoothing the sand, erasing the marks I made. He moves the world while I sleep, while I sleep. Drop the pen, the wind is enough. Softly now, softly now. Seven times down, the hand reaches, the hand reaches. Seven times up, seven times up. We are righteous in the fall. We are righteous in the rising. Dust on the knees, grace on the heart. The hand is there, the hand is here. Always, always here, always here. Seven times down, seven times down. The hand reaches, seven reaches. Seven times up, seven times up. The hand lifts, the hand lifts. The plan is love, the path is certain. He does not leave us, he does not turn. A gentle touch, a holy strength. We rise again, we rise again.
Though the path is steep and the feet may stumble, the Creator is the constant, the lift is the truth. 7 times, every time.
The hand reaches, the hand reaches. The hand lifts 7 times down, 7 knows it. You are the bread of life. I am satisfied in you, truly satisfied. No more searching for a home at the table with my King. At the table, you take the loaf within your hands and pull the pieces far apart. My heavy burdens do the same, falling to the wooden floor. Every worry starts to fade in the breaking of the bread. You are the bread of life. I am satisfied in you, truly satisfied. No more searching for a home at the table with my King. I am home now. It is finished in the breaking. It is finished. Every storm is quiet now. You are more than what I wanted. You are everything I need. Everything I need. You are the bread of life. I am satisfied in you, truly satisfied. No more searching for a home at the table with my King. The hunger is gone, it is gone, just to stay here, satisfied.
The pavement is hot under my shoes. My heart is a clock ticking too fast. Then you catch my eye across the room. You point to the cool grass by the fence. You tell me lie down. You tell me rest your head right here. Rest your head. I stop running when you look at me. I stop running when you look at me. You lead me to the still waters, where the surface doesn't break. You fill the holes inside my chest. I don't want for nothing, no, I don't want for a single thing, long as your hand is on my shoulder. I walk through the dark part of town where the street lights are all kicked out. I don't look over my shoulder no more. I don't carry a blade or a stone. Your heavy coat keeps me warm. Your stick keeps me walking straight. I ain't shaking, she ain't shaking, because I know you're walking behind me. You set the table right in the street, while the men who hate me watch us eat. You pour the wine until it hits the floor. My cup is heavy, my cup is screaming for more. Over the top, you rub the oil on my tired face, and the world just fades away. Lead me to the still waters, where the surface doesn't break. You fill the holes inside my chest. I don't want for nothing, no, I don't want for a single thing, long as your hand is on my shoulder, as your hand is on my shoulder. No more running, not a thing, just peace. I see you crossing the street. The strap of your bag is narrow. It leaves a mark on your shoulder. The pavement reflects the gray sky. Your boots are heavy with damp salt. I am watching from the window. The weight is not yours to carry. Leave it there on the floorboards. Move with the unforced rhythm now. This burden is made of air. It is light. You sit on the wooden bench. The bag falls over on its side. I watch your hands slowly open. They have been clenched all morning. Your breath is finally a street fade. Tea in your cup is cooling. The weight is not yours to carry. Leave it there on the floorboards. Move with the unforced rhythm now. This burden is made of air. It is light. Bus stops at the corner. The driver checks the wall clock. Everyone else is in a hurry, but you have found the center. The metal latch is finally loose. The heart finds its natural beat. The weight is not yours to carry. Leave it there on the floorboards. Move with the unforced rhythm now. This burden's made of air. It's easy. It is light.
The sun rests on the wood, softly resting. I wake with your name first. No noise in the house today, just the rhythm of my lungs. A gift I did not buy, but I hold with open hands. You fill the well inside. Now my face tells the truth. A happy heart is a brightness that no one can breathe. Smile belongs to you. The garden wakes up outside. Each leaf knows its maker. I used to carry such heavy things, but you trade. Now my eyes look different because the Spirit lives within. You fill the well inside. Now my face tells the truth. A happy heart is a brightness that no one can breathe. Smile belongs to you. true.